What if the reason you feel mentally exhausted isn't because you're doing too much, but because you never stop consuming?
Take a moment and think about this. When was the last time you walked alone? Without music, without a podcast, without checking your phone, without any distraction at all. Close your eyes and try to remember the last time you experienced true silence. No music playing through your headphones. No television humming in the background. No notification interrupting your attention. No endless stream of content competing for your mind. And yet,
even in complete silence, there is often still noise. The constant chatter inside your head. The unfinished conversations. The worries about tomorrow. The regrets from yesterday. The endless thoughts that never seem to stop. Modern life has turned us into people who are uncomfortable with silence. We fill every empty moment with stimulation. A video while eating. A podcast while driving. Music while walking. Social media while waiting. We have become so accustomed to constant input that being alone with our own thoughts now feels strange. Maybe even frightening. Because deep down, we know that when the noise disappears, we are left face to face with everything we have been avoiding. Our fears, our insecurities, our unanswered questions, the parts of ourselves we rarely allow ourselves to hear. So we keep the noise alive. We keep scrolling. We keep listening. We keep distracting ourselves. But what if the very thing we've been running from is exactly what we need? What if one of the most powerful tools for healing your mind, reducing anxiety, and reconnecting with yourself costs absolutely nothing? What if the answer is something so simple that most people completely overlooks it? Just taking off your headphones and walking. Our brains are exposed to more information than at any other point in human history. From the moment we wake up, hundreds of videos, thousands of words, and an endless stream of stimulation flood our minds. Psychologists and researchers increasingly describe this phenomenon as a form of digital obesity. Just as the body becomes sluggish from consuming too much food, the mind can become overwhelmed by consuming too much information. Instead of gaining clarity, we become mentally exhausted. Instead of feeling focused, we struggle to think deeply. When you put on your headphones and listen to music while walking, it may feel relaxing. But in reality, your brain is still processing more input.
You're not giving your mind a break. You're simply feeding it another stream of information. Your dopamine system remains constantly stimulated, and your brain never fully enters its default mode network, the state associated with deep reflection, creativity, memory consolidation, and genuine mental recovery.
Our ancestors didn't walk through forests listening to music. They listened to the wind, the birds, the sounds of nature, and most importantly, their own breathing. Perhaps that is why silence once felt natural, instead of uncomfortable. Because true creativity, deep insight, and inner peace often begin the moment you turn down the noise around you. A walk without music, podcasts, or any external noise can trigger something remarkable inside the brain. At first, it won't feel peaceful. In fact, the first few minutes may feel surprisingly uncomfortable. As you walk in silence, your mind begins to fill the empty space. Forgotten worries, unfinished conversations, anxieties about the future, regrets from the past, thoughts you've been pushing away for days, weeks, or even months. They all start rising to the surface. They all start rising to the surface. This happens because the brain finally has an opportunity to process what constant stimulation has been suppressing. For many people, this is the moment they give up. They reach for their phone. They put their headphones back on. They search for another distraction. Because silence can feel overwhelming before it feels healing. But this is precisely the turning point. If you continue walking and resist the urge to escape, something begins to change. The mental noise slowly starts to settle. Your thoughts become clearer. Your attention becomes calmer. And your mind begins doing what it was designed to do. Organizing memories, processing emotions, connecting ideas, finding meaning. Many of the sudden insights people experience during a silent walk are not random moments of inspiration. They are the result of a brain that finally has enough space to breathe, enough space to think, enough space to create. Perhaps that is why some of our best ideas arrive when nothing is competing for our attention. Because if you truly want to hear yourself, you must first lower the volume of the world around you. Today, do yourself a small favor. I'm not telling you to leave your phone at home. Just put it in your pocket. Take off your headphones. Step outside. And simply walk. Listen to the sound of your footsteps. Feel the wind against your skin. Notice the world around you without trying to fill every moment with noise. Because the most dangerous noise in your life is not always the one coming from the outside. It is the noise that accumulates within you. The thoughts you keep postponing, the emotions you never process, the fears you constantly drown out with distractions, and the longer you avoid them, the louder they become. Remember, finding yourself does not always require a life-changing journey. Sometimes it begins with something much simpler. A single quiet walk, a moment of silence, one step at a time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.